Hi everyone. In this video, we will discuss the poem Do Something Brother. It is written by M. Gopalakrishnan, and as you can understand with the title itself, that poet wants to incite or encourage man to do something in his life. Okay, the reason behind the writing of this poem, when we think about that, we think or we can understand that throughout the poem, through the tone of this poet, we can understand that he is so worried about the tendency of modern man to be up and doing. It is a phrase, to be up and doing. To be up and doing, that means to get up or to get ready uh, for the things to do, but these all the things are thoughtless actions, and when man doesn't think what will be the consequences. Okay, surely it is just for the sake of doing the things he does, but he does not know the consequences of his thoughtless actions. So this is why this M Gopalakrishnan has written this poem. So here we see that this poem has a didactic tone, and a poet is intended to teach, particularly in having moral instructions as an ulterior motive. Okay, so there is a hidden motive here writing this poem, when he wants to uh, instruct to the people morally, and what should be done by them. He has written in this poem. Okay, so let's see quickly. Few points are there, and for that we will be doing the introduction and the summary of this poem through all these points. So, quickly, let's see what is written in the poem. First point, I have given the title for this point, that to be agile. He says that he encourages man to be agile. Agile means to move quickly, to do the things easily, to be skilled, to be action taker. So he incites or he encourages man to take some violent actions. Here he does not think that one should not be violent. He says that man should be violent, he should crush, he should nip, he should pull down to break and burn whatever comes handy. Whatever is useful to him, he should do that. Now, next is he should be action taker. Action taker means he asks his brother or companion to do something or anything. He must not be idle. Here, what is the matter of worry? When people are sitting idle, they are not doing anything, and due to that, he is worried. And he says that man must not sit idle. His view is that movement is life, dullness is death. Okay, so we have to understand that movement, that means to do something, is life, but dullness is death. When we are not moving, when we are not doing, it is death. Now, next point is grab the chance. Now, grab the chance means, fundamentally, if we talk about that, when we change the system forever now. Okay, so he talks about that he takes, or man should take actions, and he should change the system forever now. He may burn the grass just as Lord Hanuman burnt Lanka. Okay, now he gives the example of Lord Hanuman, how he burnt Lanka, and due to that, the situation, the system was changed forever. So he also wants man to take these kind of actions, and he says he asks him to catch hold of tiny butterflies, parrots, and sparrows, and then pluck their wings, pull out their fur and feathers. Okay, so whatever is coming in his way, he should do, he should explore everything, and he wants to uh, have this mindset in his in his personality, when he will be changing the system forever and for the sake of goodness. Now, next point is have the advantage. Have the advantage means to be in a position of superiority or advantage. That means he is saying that man should be in the situation when he is the he is superior in the position, and he says that he points out that jasmine flowers and bananas grow in the garden to be crushed under wild elephants feet. Okay, so these are the things, flowers and bananas and other fruits which are grown in the garden, and they are crushed under wild elephants feet. So hence men should destroy these also by trampling on them. So man can also have the advantages of the situations when the things are coming in his way. So he, up till now we have seen that what he wants in a man. So man should be agile, man should be action taker, man should grab the chance, man have the, next is man should have the advantage. Okay, so these are the things he wants from man. Okay, now next few points are, next is go by instinct. Okay, go by instinct, that means when we follow our heart, when we follow our nature, what's in our nature, if we behave accordingly, it means go by instinct. And he is asking man or inciting man to go by instinct. The speaker exhorts man to indulge in all kinds of destructive activities. Why? Because it is the instinct of man that he is by nature a violent person and life threatening by nature. It is his behavior, it is his attitude that by nature man is violent and he is life threatening by his nature. Man has a restless desire and longing to pull down the master switches with his masculine fingers. Okay, so it is his restless desire in himself that every time he has longing, he has a desire to pull down the master switches with his masculine fingers. That means with his power, with his efforts, he wants to achieve the things. Okay, so here uh, Gopal Krishnan is asking man to go by his instinct. Okay, now next is vital resources. Vital resources are like earth, water, sky. So he is saying that, or asking for the usage of these vital resources. He say he has to exploit the earth, water and skies at one stroke. Just as a golden laying goose was killed to get all the eggs at once rather than waiting for it to lay one egg a day. Okay, so it is a famous phrase to kill the goose for to get all the eggs at once. So he is asking for that thing, and for that he is asking to exploit the earth, water and sky. That means all the vital resources, all the essential things which are required for our survival should be exploited by man, and he should not be hesitated by in killing the goose for all the eggs at once. That means for all the achievements at once rather than waiting for it to lay one egg at a day. And he should not be waiting for the things. Otherwise he says that he should go for the results at once. He has to bring about complete disaster at a fast speed, and he does not hesitate when he says that man should be should bring about the complete disaster at a very fast speed. So these are the things which are required by a man. Now next is, he says that do or die. So it is a situation which is so critical, there is no another option, he has to do or die since there is no third option for him. He should not allow his thought to retard his actions. Okay, so what happens when we think a lot, we do not take actions, and our thoughts retard our actions. So it should not happen. Weights and measures belong to the past. Weights and measures, that means when it was a matter of past, when all the consequences, all the things were thought by people, and then they used to take actions. So these all the things belong to the past, not now. What is needed is quick action, and it is needed from man to take quick actions. Now next point is use all equipments. Okay, all equipments means all the tools, all the things, all the helps he could get, he should take. He should cut the forest and reduce the trees to stumps and buntings. Okay, he should cut the forest, he should use all the resources, he should reduce the trees to stumps and buntings to small wooden lines or wooden pipes. After all, he has all the implements like the axe, the sickle, the saw, and the knife. So he has all the equipments. Why then? Why he has to hesitate? Okay, there is no need to hesitate, and he should use all the equipments. He can do all this with a sweeping movement of his hand, and just by a quick effort, quick I would say action, he can get all the things in his hands. So these are some other points. Like for fifth point we have seen here is go by instinct. When we follow our instinct, when we do the things according to our nature. Then sixth was vital resources. Use the vital resources like water, sky, and earth. Then next was do or die. No other option is there. Man has to take action. He does not think a lot. He should oth- otherwise he should not be able to do the things. Okay, so don't think a lot, and what is needed is quick action. Next was use all equipments, all the tools, all the uh, appliances, all the things which can lead him towards his goal. And what is his goal? That he should take action. Okay, so this is what is the theme of this poem. Do something, brother, or we can say the title of this poem also. Now let's see few other points which are okay. So let's see what is number 9. It is be a survivor. He says that whatever is required to survive, whatever is necessary for survival, he should do. Man should act like a man, eat whatever comes handy, whatever comes in his way, and whatever comes easily. Crush whatever he touches and cut off the vines that come into his way. So make his way, make his go in the right direction, and whatever is coming easily in his way, he should do all the things. Now next is cut the mustard. Cut the mustard means uh, do the things which are very I would say very important. And here he says that he should exploit Mother Earth to the maximum. Here we all have the mindset when we should not exploit our Mother Earth, because already it is exhausted, she is exhausted, but still Gopal Krishnan is saying, this poet is saying, yet she is still has flesh in her bone and marrow inside it. Yet we all know that there are many other things in our Mother Earth, so that due to that he says that exploit Mother Earth to the maximum. He has to extract as much as possible from the Mother Earth to satisfy his hunger. So whatever is his hunger, due to that or for that, he should cut the mustard, he should exploit the Mother Earth to the maximum. Next is try one's luck with. Okay, so man should try his luck with all the things which are coming in his way. He has to find out, or he should find out, what is the secret, what are the secrets, what are the hidden things for us, for him. He urges man to pull out all the water from the well of life with the rope, the wheel, and the axle. So again we are saying, again the poet is saying that use all the things, all the equipments, tools to find out what is hidden for him in the universe or in the world. Now next or last point, of this poem, if we talk about this didactic tone of this poem, when he is instructing the man morally, and what kind of behavior is expected from man. He says that use the universal power. He has to split the atom to gain energy hidden inside it. He should acquire God's arrow to destroy God's own embryo world. So, what's the secret? What's hidden in this universe, and what is the goal of God here for all the man in this world? So, he says that use all the universal power and find out all the secrets. So, these are the points which are which are which are I think which are given to man, and to provoke him, to incite him to do something. Okay, again I will tell you, I will discuss this thing, why this poem has written, because a poet does not want, or he somewhere mocks the habit of modern man. When he is up and doing, he is getting up, he is doing something, but he does not have any kind of thought behind that. So these kind of thoughtless actions will lead him nowhere, and this is the motive of this poem. So I hope you have understood the poem. You have got the summary of this poem from this video. Okay, that's it for this video. In the upcoming videos, I will be talking about the message of this poem. What is the message from this poem by the poet G Gopalakrishnan? Okay, so if you have liked this video, share it with your friends. If you are new to the channel, do subscribe it. Keep watching these kind of videos. Until we meet again, bye bye, take care.